verse 37. Yeah, go ahead.
Who did that?
Who did what? Changed our nationality.
Who did it?
The white man did. But ultimately, I'll say, go back to Isaiah 65. Ultimately, the Lord took it from us. But he used, according to the Bible, he shows that they did.
The devil did.
All right, I agree with you. But I'm going to show you that the Lord has control of everything. He's the one that has control of who does what on this earth. Do y'all agree with that? Because if somebody gets shot, is that the devil or is that the Lord? If somebody gets cancer, is that the devil or is that the Lord?
We can say it's the Lord. We always like to say it.
We like to say it's the devil though. A lot of us say, oh, the devil's working, right?
A lot of people be like, God, why you take my people from me? So
right.
It's a mind thing, I think.
So which one is it then?
I'm not even sure that's
okay, so I'm sure I might get the same answer. But another question is slavery, right? Are people into slavery? You agree with that? Who did that? Was that the devil or was that the Lord?
White people.
Okay, that is the devil.
Yeah, white people.
They are. But was that him? Was that his doing? Did he just come up with a great plan and put us on ships? Or was that God? It's the white people. What do you say? So the question is, slavery, right? Did it come from the white man, the devil, or did it come from the Lord?
I would say, I believe that if it were to come from God, just saying it, I said it did. I believe the plan was most likely manipulated by the devil to the way it could be toward his advantage. So I would say most likely the white people.
So to go along with that, so you're saying that basically the devil can intervene on things that the Lord is doing. He can mess things up.
Yeah.
That's what you said. What, you agree? He can intervene with God's plans?
Yeah, I feel like he already had it.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I want to show you something. Go to, you got it one? 32, 39, right?
Correct.
Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he. There is no God with me.
So we're talking about God here. Go ahead.
I kill.
God kills.
And I make alive.
He brings forth children, right?
I wound. And I heal.
So he said, I wound. What does it mean to wound somebody? That could be a gunshot. That could be sickness. That could be anything, right?
It's also based off the modern times. Nowadays, the most effective way to wound somebody is from the inside, which is their nationality. You attack a black person.
But I'm talking about physically, though. Physically wounding somebody could be hurting them, right?
Yeah, that's not that effective. Most black people.
Right, but what I'm trying to explain is you look at things like sicknesses, because you look in the black community.
Yeah.
What do we usually die from? What is one of the leading killers in the black community? Outside of abortion. Guns, right? Guns. Murder. Whatever tool you use to murder, right? Right? So he says, I wound and I heal. So now we talk about guns. Those things wound, right? Who directs them bullets? We physically direct it, right? But who directs the bullet?
I would say between faith and destiny.
Faith and destiny ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm sure what I'm trying to show you is go to finish reading this. I'm going to go to Samuel.
See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me.
So there's no God with him, meaning the devil is not a God. The devil has no power over God. No man has power over God. Go ahead.
I kill.
So God is saying, no matter what happens, no matter who gets killed and who does it, he said, I kill, go ahead.
And I make alive.
And I make alive. If I want to heal you, it's up to me. Go ahead.
I wound and I heal.
So if somebody gets shot, the Lord is controlling that hand. If somebody gets the disease, the Lord guided that disease. If somebody gets healed of a disease, the Lord brought the healing. Go ahead.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
So what does that mean when it says, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand? What does that mean? What do you say?
Same thing he says. Nobody can control what he can.
Brother back here in the with the lanyard. What's your name? Walter? Okay, so it says, so we're talking about, the question is, we brought about slavery, right? We asked the question, is slavery brought about by the devil or by God? What do you say? Is slavery brought about by the devil or by God? You don't don't know. So what we're reading, it says, read the last part one more time for me.
Is there any that can deliver out of my hand?
So he said, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Meaning, if the Lord made it up in his mind to kill somebody, there's no doctor, there's no prayer, there's nothing you can do to keep that from happening.
That's right.
So if you're, say for instance, your grandmother, she died. There was nothing you could have done. That was the time that the Lord set for her.
Right.
Right? So what I'm showing is that the Lord is the author of everything. He didn't say the devil has the power to kill and make alive. He said he does. Somebody give me that scripture in, is it in Samuel's where it talks about, or is it Job?
What?
About, he got a lying spirit.
That's First Kings.
I want the one with, when he went to war when he shouldn't have. And he died. Is it Kings? Somebody find it for me. So the question still is this of God or is this of the devil? Slavery. 22:21. 1 Kings 22:21. So that's the question that we got to ask ourselves. The conditions that we're in, because the slavery that we went through, we are a product of that slavery, right? So we got to ask ourselves now is our conditions today in Detroit, in Chicago, in Inkster, in Highland Park, and whatever city you go to, is that condition of God or is that condition of the devil?
According to the Bible, it says God.
It says God. But the question has to be, well, why would you put us in that condition? Because is a white man in this condition that we're in? Chinese man in this condition? Arab man? What other nation we got out there? Chinese, Arab, Africans, Hawaiian. Why aren't they in the conditions that we're in? That should be the question. Because if it's of God, why is it that we're being picked on, right? Why is it that we're being picked on all over the world? What I got you holding? 1 Kings 22:21. Read that.
Yep. 1 Kings chapter 22 and verse 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, on his right hand and on his left.
So God is basically has a council around him. That's what he has. So you ever seen the White House picture? You have the president in the middle. You got all his counselors around. Exactly what you're seeing here. Go ahead.
And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab?
So he said, who shall persuade Ahab? And he's asking all his angels around him, who's going to go down here and do this evil to this man? He counsels with his angels on what to do. Go to the one in Job. I want the one in Job. I want the one in Job where it said, who will be a lying spirit? Yes, I want that one. I want that one. That's it? Okay, keep going.
Verse 21. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him.
So you had a spirit that came up and said, I'll persuade him. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit.
So basically he had a bunch of spirits around him trying to figure out what's the best way to kill this man. Did y'all know God did that? It shows you, remember it said in Isaiah 34, it said we're supposed to seek out of this book. So we think that we think of God like this. That white man there, a lot of us think that's God. I'm not saying y'all do, but most of our people got this picture in their house. They got it in their wallets. They got it in their churches, right? So we think God's this loving God, right? But this guy we're reading is persuading on how to kill somebody.
That's why I feel like white people are so tricky. Already, they've been reading the Bible.
Right. So they know what's in the Bible, right? Right. And that goes into our nationality and why we think who we are, why we think we're African Americans, why we think we're Haitians and Guatemalans and Puerto Ricans. Because it's part of it, they're part of it. But keep reading.
I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
So this spirit said, I'm going to come down and I'm going to be a lying spirit within Ahab. Go ahead.
And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so.
So did God tell that spirit to go do it? Remember, he said, I'm going to be a lying spirit. I'm going to be an evil spirit. God said, go ahead and go do it. You ever heard that before? God telling something to go do evil, or do something that we perceive as evil? Never, because they never teach you what God really is about. Go to Exodus 15:3 real quick, because we're taught, like I said, we're taught about this white image. We're taught about a white man holding babies and holding sheep. That's what we're taught about. It's going to be all hugs and kisses with them, but it's not. Read Exodus 15:3.
Exodus chapter 15 verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
He is what?
A man of war.
So he said the Lord is a man of war, meaning he's going to do, he gets things done by war. How do you think he's going to how did he get the Israelites out of Egypt? Remember when Moses came through the Red Sea? Everybody familiar with that? How did he get them out?
Well, he had
Anybody familiar?
How did he get them out of what?
How did he get them out of Egypt?
Through plagues.
Through plagues, right?
Yeah.
And what happened to the Egyptians?
Some of them merged with Israel. Some of them got killed.
A lot of them got killed, right? Okay, what about the Assyrians? Anybody know what the Assyrians are? You know what the Assyrians are? So what happened to them? The Lord came out and killed all of them, right? So he said that the Lord is a man of war. So he's going to come back and get his people, right? How is he going to do it this time? Same exact way, by war.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.